Hello and welcome to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES. I very much enjoy this game. Played it a lot when I was a kid and probably never got even as far as about halfway through. Hopefully we will do a little bit better this time. Have a little introduction here where we are shown off each of the turtles and their respective weapons, as well as their attack patterns. We'll talk more about the turtles as we get started. We do have just a very minimalist cinematic here that kicks off the action, where Splinter and the turtles see that Shredder and the Foot Clan have kidnapped April. So with that, we will get started on trying to recover April O'Neil. So most of the game happens within these tunnel sections, but there is generally an overland map as well. You do not need to go through this first sewer, so we'll just skate around that. Make sure we don't get run over by the tank, as that is an instantaneous death, or capture rather. Yeah, your attack on the overland is a little goofy, but alright, so as we come down here, each of the turtles is different. They have different weapons, they have different attack speeds, they have different windows that their attacks cover, and each has their values. Don is almost certainly the best turtle. He has the strongest weapon and the longest reach. Here we are dealing with Bebop, with Rocksteady up there holding April at gunpoint. Bebop has been dealt with pretty easily, as is reasonable as two of the lowest level bosses possible. So yeah, we have a building here that you can go in if you want to get that pizza up there. It is absolutely not worth it. This, I actually think there's absolutely nothing down there, so definitely don't go there. But instead, we just want to go through here. And I'm going to just intentionally get hit for a second just to show off one of the ways that you can cheese certain sections of the game, which is that you'll have these spots where there are pizza slices, which refill your health. And if you just enter and exit them repeatedly, you can completely fill up your health and the health of all the turtles. If any turtle loses all of their health, they are captured. There's a couple of different points throughout the game where you can free a captured turtle. You can see just how much Don's reach is helpful. Leo, particularly for these earlier levels, I use more often than anyone else. Just the wide arc of his attack tends to work best. Mikey has a similar arc, but it's not quite as good, and his attack is a little weaker, I believe. And then Raph has a stronger attack than either Leo or Mike, but it is a very narrow window. So I'm a little more specialized with when we would use Raph or Michelangelo, and it's usually something to do with the fact that I'm using them as like damage sponges. One thing you will see, if you're not familiar with this game already, is that the enemies are really weird compared to what you would maybe expect from Ninja Turtles. Other than a couple of ninjas and some of the bosses, none of these enemies make any sense from anything I'm familiar with. These red dragonflies I consider to be a specialty of Raphael, because he and Don are the only ones that can beat them in one hit. And these moving platforms here, which can be a little bit annoying. And then these little robot guys that I don't want to get stuck down here. Oops. This is a little odd space. This jump it's not that difficult, but it's oddly difficult to not fall down. And if you do fall down, you can get basically trapped down there with the boomerang guys. And if you get stuck in a spot, you can get hit and take a lot of damage very quickly, kind of like that. See, like, you just really eat stuff up a lot faster than maybe you'd expect, which is part of what makes this game so difficult. Now here we have Rocksteady, which you can kind of fight him a little more honestly like this. But I will also show you there's a great way to kind of cheat him, which you just stay up here right at the edge and keep swinging with Don. You will hit him basically like right at the tip of his ears. You can see how some of the hitboxes in the game are a little suspect at times, because clearly we're not actually coming into contact with them, but we'll still get credit for it. But you can also just pop down and finish him off easily. Any projectiles in the air you can take out with your attacks, other than, I think, laser-based weapons. But that is actually the end of the first section. We have freed April O'Neil, and she is now informing us that the Foot Clan is attempting to destroy the dam. So we will end things here, and when we come back, we will try to get rid of all these bombs and save the dam to prevent, I assume, some kind of catastrophic flood. But until then, see ya!